Hey guys, welcome back to Unqualified Critics, and in this video we're talking about the re-release, really excited for this, of Zombies Ate My Neighbors and its sequel Ghoul Patrol. Now I love Zombies Ate My Neighbors, it was one of my favorite games of the generation. However, I never played its sequel, and I suspect a lot of you haven't played it either. So if that's the case, I love when these gems are re-released, always good news. I'm also excited to see a LucasArts title that is not Star Wars related get re-released, because back in the 8 and 16-bit eras, LucasArts had some really amazing, unique, weird games. Think about Maniac Mansion if any of you guys have ever played that. The game is super weird, but it's awesome. And Zombies Ate My Neighbors was awesome too. So it getting re-released, I think, bodes well for the future of retro LucasArts titles. And also Dotemu, and I don't really know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I've never heard anyone say it out loud, but this is the publisher behind Streets of Rage 4 and behind TMNT Shredder's Revenge and a lot of other wonderful titles. These guys handle retro gaming well, and obviously Shredder isn't out yet, but a lot of us are excited for it. It looks really good from the trailers that have been released. I have no reason to believe anything less than Dotemu will do excellent work on these two titles being re-released. And they're coming to Switch, they're coming to PS4, PC, and Xbox. I'll tell you, if you have a Nintendo Switch and you've got Nintendo Online, you are then able to buy from the Nintendo eStore online the Super Nintendo wireless gamepads for Switch. And look, I know I just said like 8 million words, but basically they're just official Super Nintendo controllers, but they're wireless and they work with the Switch. But they're exactly like the SNES controllers you remember. Yes, I call it SNES, not SNES. Come at me. But the controllers are great. The D-pad is really good. So, I mean, imagine being able to play this with an SNES controller. That would be awesome. So I'm excited about that. But there also will be physical and digital download options. Now, here's kind of my controversial opinion. I want to get your guys' take on it. I feel like physical software is kind of out of place these days. And I think a lot of people want to hold on to the importance of physical games because they don't want to lose the games when, say, a server shuts down. You know, if you buy a game, you want to own it. You want to be able to play it 20 years from now. And I totally understand that, and I totally agree. The problem is these games are so dependent on digital downloads to supplement what's on the disc that the disc really doesn't do a whole lot. You don't even play the game from the disc anymore. The disc is simply uploaded onto your hard drive, and plus you download a bunch of crud from the internet, patches and whatever, and boom, there's your game. I mean, the complete game existing on a disc basically doesn't happen anymore on PlayStation or Xbox. So I feel like they're kind of useless almost. I mean, the only real advantage to physical games on those platforms, in my opinion, is that you can sell the game. But I think as retro gamers, a lot of us are just so conditioned to think about, well, we want to own the physical game. But I'm just saying, I feel like that ship has sailed, unfortunately, and that even the physical disc, do you really own it if you have to download a day one patch, you know, which is often the case? Other patches come down the line. There was even a recent issue with Sony talking about closing their Vita and PS3 online stores. And I believe in some cases that was going to impact physical disc owners too. And Sony since walked that back because there was outrage, and rightly so. And so there's not going to be a problem. But I don't know. I feel like physical discs come and go. I'm not convinced the next generation of consoles will even have physical disc drives. But if you own it digitally, you know, I fire up my Xbox and I've got 4 generations of games there, the whole history of games I bought. So, you know, it is what it is. I'd love to go back to a time when everything was solid state and physical and couldn't be compromised, but I just don't think that's the case anymore. So when I look at a game like this, I don't think I'm going to be reaching for the limited run release of physical hardware. And I don't blame you if you are, by the way, because the boxes they come in are awesome. There's nothing wrong with that, but I think I'm going to be going for the digital release on this bad boy, and I think I probably would play it on my Switch. Let me know what you think. Are you guys excited for this? Either way, whether these games are your bag or not, digital, physical, whatever it is, retro gaming, its resurgence is here to stay, and that's probably a win for all of us. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoy the video. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel for more news and reviews on retro and home arcade, and I will talk to you soon. Hey, consider hitting that join button to support the channel, and thanks so much for watching.